Hello, Antonio Valles, certified speaking coach. Today is our 40th day of the 77-day live streaming challenge. Have you noticed that we go through life and we go through many losses, like the loss of someone dear, the loss of a job, or like in my case, the loss of my hair. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about the power of three. And I just gave you an example. But what is the power of three? We can use it in humor, as we just saw, but also in our speeches. Whenever you have a list of items that you want to give to the audience or you have in your speech, you want to give them in a format of three, a triplet. Why? Because it's easier to remember. And if you have more than three items, let's say you have 9 items, then the way to do it is to group them. So on the first group, you have three, on the other group, you have other three, and on the last group, group number three, you have the other 3 items. It's easier to remember them that way, even if they're grouped. But if you have 4 or more and you want to list them, then the audience gets confused. And they do not only get confused, but they also find it difficult to remember more than 3 items. They have to write them down, which is okay. They can do that too as well. But this is just a simple tool that you can take with you and use in your next speech. Let's talk about the humor, which is also a powerful tool when you use it in humor, the way we used it. As you noticed, the first 2 statements are the setup. I set you up by saying, have you noticed that we go through life and have many losses, like the loss of someone dear, number one, the loss of a job, number two. And what are you expecting? I set you up because I confuse you, I trick you, because you're probably expecting that I'm going to continue talking about other losses. But I talk about the loss of my hair, and that's the humor there. For everybody else except for me, of course. But those 2 ways of applying the power of three is a very powerful way of doing it. It's a very powerful tool. So in your next speech, use it and you'll see how easy it is to convey your ideas. Even if you're telling a speech, remember it's easier to say 3 points. Today in our speech, we'll cover 3 points. Point number one, point number two, and point number three. Try to do it that way. If you have more than 3 points, well, try to incorporate it in three. I know if you have four, you have four, but there's nothing you can do. But do your best to always use the power of three. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you here tomorrow on our 41st day. In the meantime, stay safe and stay proactive. Thank you. Bye.